The safe path is officially dead. In 2026, an entry-level job isn't a career starter, it's a liability. Why would a company pay you to learn when an AI agent can do it for zero salary, 24/7, with zero mistakes? If your job is just following a manual, your seat is already being deleted. This isn't a warning, it's the AI purge. You either learn to build the machine, or you're replaced by it. Welcome to the logic of survival. Let's break down the first lie you've been sold, the idea of grinding it out at the bottom. We've been conditioned to believe that junior roles in marketing, finance, or operations are where you learn the ropes and build a foundation. That foundation is now built on quicksand. The reality of 2026 is that AI agents don't just assist junior employees anymore, they are the junior employees. Look at the data. A large action model doesn't just write a social media post or a basic report. It researches the trend, designs the asset, schedules the deployment, and analyzes the ROI in under a minute. What took a junior analyst 40 hours now takes an algorithm 40 seconds. Businesses are no longer looking for raw talent to mold over 5 years. They are moving toward what I call atomic teams. An atomic team consists of one high-level human expert directing a fleet of 10 to 20 specialized AI agents. In this setup, there is no room for someone who is just learning. If your daily tasks consist of following a checklist, moving data from point A to point B, or supporting a manager, you aren't building a career. You are a temporary placeholder. You are occupying a seat that has already been marked for deletion. The entry-level barrier hasn't just been raised, it has been replaced by a wall of code. If your only value is your time and your willingness to follow instructions, you are competing against a machine that doesn't sleep, doesn't get tired, and costs less than your daily coffee. In the old world, starting small was a strategy. In the AI era, starting small is a death sentence. You have to skip the bottom and aim for the top of the leverage chain immediately. Otherwise, the purge will find you before you ever get a chance to climb. Let's stop talking about abstract concepts and look at where the blood actually hits the pavement. I work in hospitality, specifically at the front desk of a massive resort. I see the human premium evaporating in real time. For decades, the receptionist was the face of the brand. You needed a human to handle the nuances of a check-in, explain the facilities, and solve problems. But let's be logical. 90% of a guest's interaction is a script. Where is the restaurant? What time is checkout? Can I get a room upgrade? An AI voice assistant, powered by a large action model, handles these queries in 50 languages, instantly, without ever having a bad day or needing a lunch break. In high-end tourism, the human element is being relegated to a luxury aesthetic. It's no longer a functional necessity, it's a decoration. If your job is just to be a friendly face, following a manual, you are effectively a robot that needs to eat and sleep. That's a bad business model. But it's not just service jobs. Let's look at the prestige roles. The junior coder, the legal researcher, the entry-level analyst. The junior developer used to spend their day writing boilerplate code. Now, GitHub Copilot does that before the human can even finish their coffee. A senior dev doesn't need a junior assistant anymore. They need an AI that doesn't ask for a raise. The legal researcher used to spend weeks scouring case law. Now, a specialized LLM does it in 3 seconds with 99% accuracy. We are entering the era of the service ghost. The middleman, the junior, the assistant, they are becoming ghosts in the machine. The industry reality is brutal. Companies are choosing algorithmic efficiency over human empathy because efficiency scales and empathy doesn't. If your value proposition relies on being human, but your tasks are robotic, the algorithm will win every single time. You aren't competing with the guy in the next office or the worker in another country anymore. You are competing with a line of code that costs $20 a month. In a capitalistic system, that isn't a competition, it's a slaughter. If you want to survive, you have to stop providing service and start providing leverage. You have to be the one who owns, manages, or directs the AI, not the one trying to outwork it. This is why I talk about financial freedom by 30. It's not a vanity goal. It's not about luxury cars or a lifestyle to brag about on Instagram. It's an exit strategy from a burning building. In the AI era, the traditional relationship between labor and wealth is broken. In the old world, you traded your time for money. In the new world, time is becoming cheap because machines have an infinite supply of it. If you continue to rely solely on your labor, you are betting on a depreciating asset. The only logical move is to move your value from labor to capital. You need to own the machines, the software, and the companies that are doing the replacing. My strategy is simple because complexity is a trap. I prioritize leverage and consistency. Currently, I allocate 70% of my investment to US ETFs, specifically VU and QQQM. Why? Because these are the engines of the AI revolution. When Microsoft, Nvidia, or Google deploy an AI agent that replaces 10,000 workers, their profit margins explode. If you are one of those workers, you lose. If you are a shareholder, you win. You are effectively betting on the winners of the purge. The remaining 30% goes into gold, not because I'm a doomer, but because logic dictates that in a period of massive structural change, you need a hedge against volatility. Gold is the hard reset button for your portfolio. I invest 19,000 teraliters every single month. It doesn't matter if the market is up or down. It doesn't matter what the headlines say. This is systematic accumulation. I'm not looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm building a fortress. You have to understand the math of the 2030s. If AI achieves even 50% of its projected efficiency, the cost of human labor will hit a floor. The only way to maintain your purchasing power is to own the assets that benefit from that efficiency. Every lira you spend on mindless consumption today is a brick you're removing from your future fortress. While others are complaining about the economy, you should be buying the economy. Financial freedom isn't about not working. It's about the power to say no when the machine tries to dictate your value. By 30, I don't want to be a line item on a corporate balance sheet. I want to be the one who owns the balance sheet. If you aren't investing at least 30 to 50% of your income right now, you aren't just falling behind. You are voluntarily staying on the Titanic after it hit the iceberg. So, what do? Do you sit there and wait for the layoff notice, or do you start recoding your own future? Survival in the AI era isn't about working harder, it's about working at a different layer of the stack. Here's your survival guide. First, stop being a consumer and start being a director. Every task that lands on your desk today, whether it's writing an email, analyzing a spreadsheet, or creating a presentation, must be treated as a prompt. If you are doing the manual labor, you are the fuel. If you are directing the AI to do it, you are the engineer. Learn to manage agents. Your value is no longer your ability to do, but your ability to oversee. Second, master the high-stakes human skills. AI is perfect at answers, but it's still mediocre at asking the right questions. It can process data, but it can't navigate a high-stakes, emotionally charged negotiation or solve a complex human conflict in a luxury resort lobby. These are unscrapable skills. They aren't in the training data. Focus on critical thinking and complex problem-solving, the things that require a human logic core. Third, extreme asset accumulation. You cannot rely on a single source of income. Treat your current salary as a mining operation to extract capital and move it into assets like VU and QQQM. Every month you delay is a month of leverage you lose. You don't need to be lucky, you just need to be disciplined. The world doesn't care about your potential. It only cares about your utility. If your utility is lower than a $20 subscription, you are obsolete. Period. The entry level is dead. The safety net is gone. You are now in a high-speed race against an algorithm that never tires. I'm FA, and this is Future Logic Core. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to give you the logic you need to stay relevant while everyone else is being deleted. If you want to understand the future before it replaces you, subscribe. If you want to stay in the past, keep doing what you're told. Logic over emotion, strategy over luck. See you in the next one.